Hey my babies, welcome back to another YouTube video. I know it's been a while, but I'm back. All you see me doing here is I'm just cleaning off my nails with some alcohol, and today I'm going to be doing this like plaid design with Paul Frank on it. And right now I'm just mixing up the pink color that I'm going to use because I didn't have a pink that I wanted, or I couldn't find one, so I just decided to mix it. Right now I'm using a Vanillisa red with V2V's white, and I'm just mixing it to get my desired color. And I really like Vanillisa's paints. I recommend them, especially when you're starting out like as a beginner. Like when I first started, I started with their paints and I had got them off AliExpress, so I definitely recommend. And what you see me doing here is I'm using a liner brush right now to map out my French. Unfortunately, I don't know where this brush is from. I got it from a vendor a long time ago, and it's like there's no markings on it, no nothing. So like people have asked me for it before, but I just don't know where to get another one like that one because it came from like AliExpress. So yeah, but all I'm doing here is like mapping out my French. I start by doing one line on one side and another line on the other side, and then I connect it. Well, first I draw where I want the French to stop, and then I go in with the two sides. And then this is like, I love doing Frenchies now, but I used to hate it, but you always have to flip your nail around to make sure it looks right on the other side. And then I'm just using the bigger brush to fill it in. But the more you do Frenchies, the easier they're gonna get. Like, I used to despise doing Frenchies, but I actually love it now.
Fuck no, I just make songs. Who am I to sound how this shit goes? Fuck everybody, right?
You wanna be my equal. You won't even do the hell. This shit don't add up. You don't even know the man. Yeah.
That ain't even bad.
Said it's gonna relax.
I didn't.
Sometimes I wanna beat your ass,
Wait,
but you know I won't do that.
so I say
Hey, for the fame ain't changed shit but who mine. See the paddock, yeah, you think a nigga blowing time. Is your bad? What we see ain't what it seems for. Feels through what is love. What's the fun in love? Girl, we see ain't what it seems for. Feels through what is love.
That's nuts, Lily.
And I'm just filling in the rest of the Frenchie. And now what you see me doing here is adding a second coat. The nail really didn't need a second coat because the white is so pigmented. Sometimes I have this thing where I just need to put a second coat even if I don't need it. I don't know, maybe it's like years of putting second coats. So I put my second coat, and then here I am drawing the first like line for the what's it called, for like the plaid design. My biggest recommendation, if you guys are gonna do this, is cure every line in that direction. So basically what I mean, like if you're gonna do a horizontal line, do not put a vertical line on top of it until you cure what's underneath, because it can make your lines look like, it can, like when you like take the brush and you pass it through, sometimes it can lift up the gel that was already there, so it's gonna make it's not gonna look as crispy as it would if you would just cure what's underneath, then do the other line on top. So like when you drag the brush, it would drag the product, and it looks way cleaner when you just cure. and just go in one direction at a time. And I really recommend that you guys use a long brush. Like, that's going to save you so much time, and it's going to be way easier if you're using a long brush. If you're using a short brush, you're going to be here forever, and your lines aren't going to come out as smooth like the first try. And this whole time, like, I'm just like holding my breath and trying my best not to fuck it up. And then I just, like, if you do make a mistake, don't be scared. Like, just use your little cleanup brush and clean it up, and then draw the other side. But right now I'm just mapping out the thicker line that's gonna go vertically. And then you see like how I have gel like on the actual fringe of the nail. That's not a problem. I could just wipe it off after with like a little bit of acetone or some alcohol, whichever one I decide. But yeah.
Sarcasm, by the way.
You wanna be my equal.
Okay, so for this one, I wanted to put more. Okay, so on the other finger, I had one horizontal line. On this, well, one thick horizontal line. On this nail, I wanted to put two thick horizontal lines and then like the little skinny ones. And I did that because I wanted it to look different. Like, I wanted every nail to have something different about it. I didn't want them to all look the same. But you could make them look all the same and it will still be cute. But I think it looks better when it's like variation, so you're not just looking at the same pattern over and over and over again. And also, it will give you less stress, so you're not trying to create the same exact thing every single time, you know. But yeah, it's literally the same process. Use the long brush, guys. I'm telling you, if you use the long brush, this is going to be like so easy to do. And this is like the perfect design for fall. Like, y'all can like switch up the colors. Y'all can do any kind of color combos. Y'all can add more colors. Y'all can add texture designs. Y'all can add like anything. Like, if you know how to do this design, it's really helpful, especially during like fall, and you can switch it up so many different ways. And it can even work for Christmas and all that. So definitely practice this, because this is a good thing to have, especially like during holiday season. So all I'm doing right now is same thing, guys, using the long liner brush to map out where I want my lines at. And this one right here is going to be a thicker line. So when I do the thicker lines, I usually do a line at the top, and then I do the line at where I want it to end. And then I'm just cleaning up, you know, cleaning up the nail, making sure everything's good. And you guys see how I cured those horizontal lines before I put that pink line. Because if I did not have cured that, I would have drugged my brush and all the product would have started going. And also, you don't want the colors to clash either, because they're not the same color.
It's only me. It's only us at the end of the night. I remember when you couldn't tell me a thing. Now you talk so much it drives me insane. But you could do something great. So what can I say to you when I'm up there, had to fall back? You got everybody thinking I'm all bad. You're not all the truth. I was always holding you down. You down. Baby, this evening, what is this for? This girl, what is love?
What's that?
Love, what is love? But you did it for too long. About it, but how pressure just keep adding. Girl, you just get mad for me. We was living fast, don't get me high. All these people always lying. I'm sorry, I'm so fly, so what?
Fuck, I'm gonna be sorry for it.
I was counting zeros. I'm a hometown hero.
As you guys could see on the last finger, I left it kind of blank. Like, as compared to the other nails, I didn't do no horizontal like thick line. And that's because that's the nail I'm going to put Paul Frank on. But I think I'm actually going to go back and put one little small horizontal line. So yeah, I'm just doing the same technique I've been telling you guys. Put your first line right there. That's like probably my bottom line or something. And then, oh no, that was my top line. And I just put another line under it, fill it in. It's really just rectangles and lines. It's so easy, guys. Literally just practice, and I promise you'll get it. And make sure you guys are using good products too, because that helps a lot. You know, if I wasn't using pigmented stuff, I would have to go back over every single thing over and over, and that can get annoying.
See the pattern, can you think a nigga blowing time? Is your blood what we see? Ain't what it seems, more feels through. What is love? What's the fun in love? The girl we see ain't what it seems, more feels through. What is love?
And what you guys see me doing here is looking at my nail from different angles, because I felt like the line was crooked. So whenever you feel like something's not right, always flip your hand around, you know, flip your client's hand around. Whatever you got to do to make sure your line is straight, do it. And then I was just showing you guys the detailer brush that I'm going in with to start painting. It's the brush. I got this brush from Nail Art Studios. Her brushes are bomb. I love her brushes. Like, they were expensive, but I do not regret it at all. Especially this brush. Like, this brush is so perfect for painting like stuff that has a lot of detail. The brush is so thin. The bristles are good. Like, I love this brush. Like, this is my favorite brush right now. Like, her brushes are so bomb, and I recommend them. I know they're kind of pricey, but it's worth the investment, because like when I started using them, my paintings were just coming out so much better. So all you guys saw me doing was I was mapping out his face shape, because the way I really do characters and people and stuff is I'm a shape person. Like, everybody's different. Some people like to do like lines. Like, some people will like outline him first with like, you know, like a black gel, and then fill in. I'm a shapes and color person, so a lot of times I will color block what I think his face looks like, which isn't always the best way to do it. I want to start using grids, because when you just like eyeball it like that, the proportions can be thrown off, and I've had that happen to me many times. But I don't know, like, I definitely recommend using grids instead, because grids will like make sure that everything is proportioned properly. But sometimes I just be going in, not giving a fuck, and just doing it. But I started off using the like shape method, and that's what I'm using right here. So I just color blocked what I thought the shape of his face was. Then I, you know, built everything around that type, because he wasn't really a complex character. So I was like, I really could just color block him, and then, you know, put in his little shapes. Because like when you break everything down into shapes, painting becomes so much easier. And all I did was put a little bit of bling on the cuticle area. And now I'm putting on some top coat. This is Shop Igler Co's top coat. I didn't show it. And I'm just wiping off the excess. And now I'm just applying some Kiara Sky cuticle oil. I love this cuticle oil. It actually smells like lavender, and it's not like really overpowering. So I really like that about it. And I'm just cleaning off my gems with some alcohol and a cotton pad. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching.